But then I found myself for the rest of the meeting talking about this Phoebe lady who was fluffy. I think I've bought into that now. I think that's a good idea. Today I'm on my way to see a very successful business, a multi-million pound sales online retailer. And I met them about 11 years ago when they first started out, and there was just the owner and his wife, a couple of other people. But it was a small business growing very fast. I went to see them a couple of weeks ago and said, you know, would you like to work together again? And I think I can do some improvements to your customer flow, how people navigate through a website, how they convert, the percentage of people who become customers who visit your site. I'm going to do that not by giving quick wins or laying down obvious solutions, which you normally can do. Normally you can put some quick wins down with a business and, you know, improve some worth. There's no chance of that today. I mean, this is a really successful company who's invested tens of thousands in innovations. So that ain't going to happen. I'm going to have to share site experience, things I've seen work in other businesses that perhaps aren't as obvious. Maybe because you think they won't work. Left the online retailer and spent an hour or two, well, 2 hours, talking to the directors and their web manager. And when I went in, said hello, introduced myself again, and said, you know, what do you want me to do? Because, as I said, when you're working with a very successful online retailer already, they've done all the easy stuff, all the obvious stuff is ticked off, you know. What do you want me to do? And he said, well, I don't know, you tell me. I said, right, well, this is what I would do. When you have a lot of traffic, and you do, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of visitors, when you have a lot of traffic coming through the site, a small change can make a big difference. Literally, if I can identify the flow, the main flow, the value flow, let's call it that, of people who move through your site, you know, as an example, click homepage, then the majority of people click this particular picture. If we can analyse and identify valuable flows through your site, like patterns, we can make a difference literally by including a better image, by adding a video, by being more direct and adding calls to action, and so pretty much by evaluating the quality of your content. And that's what I will do with your web manager. That's what I'm proposing. Is we aren't going to do anything to start with. We're going to go and look at your Google Analytics, which you haven't had time to do because you're successful. We're going to go back to, not basics, but we're going to go back to the core data. I've got some issues with Google Analytics data, but you know, it's all you have. And it does give you trends. I remember 15 years ago, when they first released Google Trends, someone said to me, data's crap. They've called it trends for a reason, which is you can't rely on the actual number, but you can see trends. You know, if I've got 5 and it goes up to 10, if it was actually in reality 5 million and it went up to 10 million, well, that's completely different numerically, but from a trend perspective, the same, it's gone up. So I said, we'll go back to your Google's analytic data and we will find out these hotspots, or what do you want to call them? We'll call them value routes. You know, these people follow here. These are the products you want to sell. They go this way, they look at that page, then this page. In the main, there are a cluster of people doing the same thing. Then we'll do it. We'll do the same thing. We'll go through the site and click it as a user would, and if we see any deficiencies or weaknesses or anything that's overlooked from a content perspective, we're going to upgrade it, because those value flows, the products we want to sell most, those value flows are repeatable. That's why we love e-commerce. They are repeatable. If I make a change in the user flow for a customer, it doesn't benefit one customer. It repeats again and again and again, and it helps hundreds and thousands of customers. So to put that in perspective, if I go through the, and we did, if I go through the user flow when I arrive on a page from the home page, you know, prominent link, prominent banner, and it just has text with no calls to actions and a picture that looks too small for the page on the resolution I was using, that's a quick fix. Just give me a better picture, make it the right size. Let's make one of these options better for another, you know, more prominent than another. We're trying to influence positively what your traffic do. We don't want them to guess. We want to sell them what we want to sell them that they need. We need to understand them. We need to look at the trends of where they are in the year, whether they're preparing for Christmas and so on. That's an interesting point. Christmas. I said, what does this person do? Your target customer, your typical customer, which I'm going to talk about again in a sec. Your typical customer, when do they buy for Christmas? This product is about preparation, right? They have to prepare the product. So when do they buy for Christmas? It should be about September, but we can't make our website Christmas in September. So I'll give you an example. If you've ever watched the Quality Shopping Channel, or the Shopping Channel, QVC, which stands for Quality, Value and Convenience. If you ever watch QVC, and you should, because that is sales done in an art form with, what will I call it? With an audience that love them. It is very salesy, but they love their brand, so they do it with, It's going to say panache, but I don't know where that word came from, but panache. Anyway, watch the Shopping Channel, because in July, every year for the past 20 years, they've had what's called Christmas in July for the same reason. Is that people want to buy good bargains for Christmas in July. They don't want to wait for Christmas till it gets expensive. The customer dictates what they sell when, not the other way around. Quality Shopping Channel don't say, we've got some fireworks left, we're going to sell them. They don't look at it that way. They go, what does the customer want right now? And if it's Christmas in July, which is the name of their campaign every July, it's Christmas. They put a Christmas tree up. Now, I don't want to do that, nor does this business. But I sure definitely do want to put up some content that says, are you getting ready for Christmas? We've got a good offer on right now. Buy this. We haven't been doing that. And so all the time we're looking for content delivery or content tweaks or changes or added value, better pictures, better video, better calls to action, more timely content, campaigning. Not we'll put up content when we have time or when we feel it's right. A campaign. We'll know 9 months in advance what we need to do. We'll know what content we have to prepare, which takes time. But it's no surprises. So there'll be a structured plan to communication. Talking about typical customers, which I really like this. I laughed at the time, which was Anyway, said we met some marketing person a month or so ago, and we have a typical customer. She called it a tack. I think so. Anyway, she said, yeah, she has a name. All right. What's her name? I can't give you her real name. This typical mythical customer. I'll give you a fake one. We'll call her Fluffy Phoebe. Right. And it was like, typical age, I don't know, 20 to 50, likes walking, lives in the countryside. It was a profile, a customer profile. I do that all the time, right? I'm always talking on videos about understanding your customer. But this person had given it a name, and at the time I was like, okay, Fluffy Phoebe. But then I found myself for the rest of the meeting talking about this Phoebe lady who was fluffy. I think I've bought into that now. I think that's a good idea. Give your target group a name, a single name. That's the clever bit, wasn't it? It wasn't like I do. I go out and see people and say, who's your target customer? And they say women 20 to 40, whatever. And we talk about it like that. No. They gave theirs a single name, Phoebe, so that when they talk about their customer market, it talks about an individual. Which I thought was quite clever and completely tricked me into doing it, and I'll be doing it myself. She then said, I've met our creative team because we've been trying to produce videos for a while and we haven't produced any. And we have a creative team. This is a successful company. We have a creative team and they haven't managed to produce a video yet. And I met them this morning and I said, for 6 months, whatever Elliot says, we're going to do. At which point my heart skipped a beat. Pressure. Can you ask for a better customer than that, right? Whatever you say, we will do. It might not work, we might not do it again, but whatever you say, we will do it. So I said, well, that's because your creative team are perfectionists, and I like perfectionists, and there are some things, I'm a perfectionist with, some. And I said, that's because they're perfectionists, and they're trying to produce a marketing agency type quality video that they think you want that could win an Oscar, which of course is a mental stumbling block immediately. I said, what you really want to do, I think, consumer market, I think this is where the world's going. Well, I don't think, there's a YouTube channel, with billions of searches every day, is they want authenticity. They want to see your people being people, not necessarily being perfect, not necessarily lit brilliantly, being people in your creative suite, which they have, making up product and being themselves and filming it and, not moving the camera around and coming up with the angle. That's promotional nonsense, isn't it? They want to see authentic presentation of the product by authentic people who live your brand. And I said, maybe the way around this is I'll do it. So I'm not a filmmaker. I make quite a lot of video. And it's not perfect, but it does the job. And I hope it's certainly authentic. But it doesn't happen by accident. Every week I'm in the habit. And whilst the content is random, I don't actually know what I'm going to talk to you about, do I, when I turn the video on in the morning? The structure is not. Every week, 10 seconds at the start of a sample, 10 seconds intro music, 1 minute intro into who I'm going to go and see, 9 minutes talking. We're up to 9 minutes 59 seconds right now, which means I'm going soon. And 10 seconds on the end. When it's not an accident and it becomes systematic and you understand that you just have to be yourself, it's fun making videos and there is no blockage because there isn't much editing to do because you're just being yourself. And that's what I'm going to do. Do some content work, come and make a video.